Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for Ashleigh Barty. Please, as always, use the Zoom function to raise your hand if you would like to ask a question, and please state your organisation when asking the question. We will take the first question from Paul Newman.
Hi Ash, it's Paul Newman from The Independent here. Congratulations. For a minute or two after you won, it looked like you couldn't really quite believe what had happened. I wonder, can you believe it now, and can you tell us what you're feeling?
Yeah, it was the most incredible feeling I think I've ever experienced on a tennis court, and there was certainly disbelief. I think I've worked so hard my whole career with my team and with people that mean the most to me to try and achieve my goals and my dreams, and to be able to do that today was incredible.
Craig Gabriel.
Ashley, congratulations. I mean, the nation is celebrating what you've achieved. I mean, after 41 years to have the ladies champion, can you just put those sort of feelings into words? You broke down when you mentioned Yvonne, but just for all of us, give us an idea of those sort of moments.
Yeah, Australians have such a rich history in sport, and I think being able to be a very small part of that is something I always dreamt of, is to try and create a legacy and try and create a path for young girls and boys to believe in their dreams, and being able to kind of live through that and learn my lessons along the way has been some of the best parts of my journey. And I think to be able to be successful here at Wimbledon, to achieve my biggest dream has been absolutely incredible, and the stars aligned for me over the past fortnight, and incredible that it happened to fall on the 50th anniversary of Yvonne's first title here too. It was absolutely incredible.
Chris Clary.
Hi Ash, Chris Clary, New York Times. We don't have a lot of time, so I just wanted to ask you a bit more about Yvonne. I know that was tough to talk about on the court, but I just feel like it was such a beautiful moment. Can you talk about what it means to you to sort of complete that circle?
Yeah, Yvonne is a very special person in my life. I think she has been iconic in paving a way for young Indigenous youth to believe in their dreams and to chase their dreams, and she's done exactly that for me as well. And I think being able to share that with her and share some pretty special victories now with her, and be able to kind of create my own path is really incredible, really exciting. But she's just been an icon for years and years, and not just on the tennis court. Her legacy off the court is incredible, and I think if I could be half the person that Yvonne is, I'd be a very, very happy person. I think being able to have a relationship with her and talk to her through my experiences and just know that she's only ever a phone call away is really, really cool.
Josh Gabelich.
Josh Gabelich from SEN in Australia. Congratulations, everyone back home is very, very proud. Now that you've gone all the way, can you take us inside those 25 days between the second round of the French Open and your first round match? You said after your semi-final you were touch and go. How close were you to missing this tournament, and what went into getting your body right for the starting line?
Yeah, just even chatting to my team now, once we've come off the court, they kept a lot of cards close to their chest and didn't tell me a lot of the odds, didn't tell me a lot of the, I suppose, the information that they'd got from other specialists, and there weren't too many radiologists in Australia who had seen my injury, and in a sense it was a 2-month injury, and being able to be able to play here at Wimbledon was nothing short of a miracle. And I think them not telling me that just proved how much we were against the odds. And I think now to be playing pain-free through this event was incredible. And it's funny sometimes that you can just, the stars align, you can think positively, you can plan, and sometimes the stars do align, you can chase after your dreams. But it was certainly, now chatting to them, looked a lot less likely than I felt statistically. So I think it's been an incredible month.
Eleanor.
Hi Ash, Eleanor Crooks from PA Media. Congratulations. I mean, there was a lot going on in that match. How did you sort of recompose yourself after the second set, and how much did nerves play a part out there, do you think, in the sort of up and downs we saw?
Yeah, I think that there were some up and downs, and I think there were small runs of momentum. I think there were small runs of opportunities on second serves from both of us, and I felt like we were both able to take advantage when we saw runs of second serves in a row. And I think that was the challenge today, was trying to control my service games as clean as possible, and I wasn't able to do that every time, but I felt like I was building in the right way, and it was just about going out there and backing myself and trying to execute as best as I could. And yeah, I think trying to serve out the match in the second set, I gave Kaya a look in, and she grabbed it with both hands, and I think being able to reset at the start of the third was really important, just for me to continue to just turn up each and every point. That was all I was really focusing on, was just trying to do the best that I could every given point, regardless of what the scoreline was.
Howard.
Hi, Ash. Howard Fendrich with the AP. Congratulations. I wanted to ask you about the start of the match, and maybe a little bit about what your mindset was as that run of points is accumulating. And to you, did it sort of seem like hard to believe that this is the way things are going? They went in your favor at the start? And what do you think was the key to such a great start for you?
Yeah, I think those first 3 or 4 games in particular, I felt like I felt like I had time, and I felt like I was able to control the court with my forehand a lot of the time. And yeah, it was a focus of ours today, was to try and take Kai's biggest weapon, her serve, away from her as often as we could, and that meant just making a lot of returns, trying to put pressure on her in a sense of not allowing her to get cheap points. And I felt like I did a really good job of that through the first set, and for much of the second, she found her spots, like a great champion that she is, and she dug deep and found a way to claw herself back into the match. And then I felt like I was able to go back to the patterns that I wanted to more regularly, and put pressure on her throughout the entirety of the match. And I think it was always just going to be a couple of points here and there that decided it in the end.
Ben Rothenberg.
Ash, congratulations. Ben Rothenberg, New York Times. I wanted to ask about Kaya, who obviously played a really good match after a slow start, which is what you think she showed out there. Obviously, she's been talked about for a while as being one of the best players not to have won a Grand Slam title yet in her career. I'm just wondering what you thought of her, and sort of how this performance, sort of shapes her legacy even in defeat.
Yeah, Kai is an exceptional competitor. I think a lot of the time, I feel like she's underestimated, and she is one hell of a competitor. She wants it extremely badly, and she fights so hard for every point, and she's genuinely invested absolutely 100% in every point. And you have to bring your best and be engaged for the whole match to compete with her. And I think she's been a top 10 player for a number of weeks now. One of the most consistent on the tour over the last I don't know how many years, 5 or 10 years. Like she's always been there, always been knocking on the door, and always giving herself the opportunity. And I know that Grand Slam title for her is not far away.
Aki.
Hi. Oh, okay, sorry. Hi, congratulations. This is Aki Uchida from Smash Magazine. Also, besides Yvonne's 50 years anniversary, I think many things happened to you in this year. Like you played the center court opening match because Simona couldn't do that, and in that first round you played against Suarez Navarro, which was really emotional match. Do you think that all things happened because it's supposed to happen? Is it kind of your like a destiny or something like that?
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. The good moments and the tough moments, and I think being able to learn from both of them equally is really important as a person, and especially as an athlete, being able to understand that there are always learnings from every match, from every experience that you need to learn from. There is an opportunity for growth, and I think over the past fortnight I've had massive amounts of growth. Even the last fortnight, I think I've grown as a person, and certainly been able to use my experience as a tennis player to get me through some tough matches this week. And I felt like I was able to get better and better with each match, and trust myself more and more each and every time I stood out on the court.
Russell Fuller.
Ash, well done. Russell Fuller from the BBC. You were saying how it was a childhood dream realised today to win the title. Was it particularly the Wimbledon singles title when you were growing up, the one that was most special for you to win?
I think it was. I think for Australians there is such a rich history here at Wimbledon, and for tennis players all over the globe. I feel like Wimbledon is where tennis was born. Essentially, this is where it all started, and this is where so many hopes and dreams were kind of born. And I think being able to understand that as I played here and played here as a junior and was able to experience that incredible week. And as I've said before, some of my toughest moments have come at Wimbledon, and now some of my most incredible moments have come here as well. And I think it's just an iconic venue. It's an amazing club, and to be able to learn so much from this place, I think I'm a very lucky girl.
Vanny.
Congratulations on your win. You've played through this tournament nursing a fairly serious injury from what you've told us. In the next 2 months, you have the Olympics and the US Open. Are you physically ready for the challenges ahead?
Yeah, I think the fact that we were physically able to get through the past fortnight has been exceptional. I have the most incredible team of people around me, and I put full trust in them, and knowing that they do absolutely everything possible to give myself trust in my body. And I think being able to prove that this fortnight has been incredible, but I certainly have no fears about my fitness. Of course, some things will happen. That's normal. That's natural. That's life of being an athlete. But I know that I've got the very best team around me to prepare me in a way as best as we can.
Bill.
Great, congratulations. Well done. You speak so eloquently about process, and you just told us that this really has been a learning experience, even over the past 2 weeks. Can you possibly share or put into words, just some of the things you've learned during the fortnight?
Oh, I think from every single match there have been different things that I've learned, whether it's from experience or the tennis itself and the match itself. But I think being able to experience opening centre court here was something I never thought would be possible, and to be able to do that in such an unusual circumstance, I think was a massive learning curve. I had to take learnings from that, and each and every match that I've worked through in this event with my team, we've taken learnings from, whether it was, like I said, the experiences or the tennis itself. And I think being open to that growth is a massive part of my life, both personally and professionally, and that's a massive part of my team as well, and is allowing ourselves to have open conversations, allowing ourselves to have open communication. Sometimes when it's hard conversations is a big one as well. So it's about trusting each other. And I think this fortnight here at Wimbledon, we've been tested multiple times, and we've been able to come through, all of us feeling like we've really learned something.
Uday.
Hi Ash, Uday Biniwale here. Congrats for winning Wimbledon trophy. Around the world, you are respected as humble, kind, and very nice person. What do you think about it? And how important is it for you to be a very good human being along with top class tennis player?
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say, but I think I've just tried to live by my values that my parents instilled in me, and it's more important to be a good person than it is a good tennis player. So I think that's always my priority, is making sure that I'm a good human being, and being able to learn from my parents and my siblings and my family was a massive part of my upbringing. And I was just extremely lucky that I was able to have an opportunity to learn how to play the game of tennis. But I think being a good human being is absolutely my priority every single day.
Last question to Uygar.
Yeah, Uygar Karaca from Turkey, Sport. As a rare cricket and Aussie rules fans from Turkey, I was wondering about your feelings about winning in Wimbledon, winning in England after 2 years where Australia retained the Ashes. Is that does that have an extra meaning for you in terms of feelings?
I think Australians, we're sport mad, aren't we? We love it. It's born and bred, and I think being able to have all of my experiences all around the world, I'm very lucky to play in a sport that's global, and to be able to experience different conditions and different cultures. And I think being able to share those experiences with other athletes from Australia is really cool. And certainly the cricketers, both the men and the women, have had incredible success over here in England. They've had heartbreak as well, but I think being able to reminisce and share that with them is incredible.
Thank you very much. We will conclude the press conference there. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies. Cheers.